Hi there. We are going to read chapter 12 today. I crossed it out on your sheet. I know originally it said 13, but we didn't get to it on Tuesday. So we are going to read chapter 12 today and then also 13, 14, 15. So before we start, let's remember and refresh what book we are reading. It is called The Secret School. Read it with me. The Secret School by Avi. That's our author. Here are some of our characters. We have Ida. She's our main character. She's the teacher at the school now. We also have Felix. He's not a big part of our chapter. That's her brother and Paul. And then we have Herbert and Tom. Those are two other boys in her class. Okay, before we start, let's go over so we know Ida. They're at the school. This is their secret school. Ida is their teacher now, but she's really only in 8th grade. She's only 14. So she's younger than you. And then Herbert is another boy in the class, and he doesn't show up to school a lot. And those are the only three that I'm going to talk about right now. Okay, we'll bring others in later. So looking here. Chapter 12. Ida enjoyed teaching, and she became a more confident teacher. That means she decided she knew what she was doing. She feels good about teaching. She was always tired, though. There was so much to do. Ida had just helped her father deliver 12 lambs and was crawling into bed very late when she remembered she had not studied or graded papers. So remember, she's doing chores on her dad's farm while she's also trying to study and be a teacher. So she's got a lot going on. Read this with me. Ida was working hard. Spring had arrived. The trees, flowers, and warm sun made the students want to get outside. Ida announced recess. We love going outside, don't we? They ran through the meadow and played crack the whip. One child let go of Ida's hand, and Ida landed in the muddy pond. Ida fell into the pond. She got all muddy and wet. I'm sure she was not happy about that. Read this with me. Ida was working hard. Just then, Miss Sedgwick arrived. She gave them permission to study together. If each student was going to get credit for his or her work, however, each one would have to pass a test in June. Not just the 8th graders. Ida put it to the students for a vote, so they were all going to decide whether they wanted to take the test or not. Everyone voted for the exams except for Herbert. He did not vote that he wanted the tests. Miss Sedgwick told them that everyone had to agree. They voted again, and every hand went up. When Ida got home, Ma said Herbert's father had told her he was going to tell Mr. Jordan about the school. Mr. Jordan is their principal. He's head of the school, and he does not know that school is still happening. It's a secret. But Ida decided to tell Herbert's dad that they have a secret school. So now he is going to tell Mr. Jordan. And that could shut them down. No more school. So that worried Ida. She was also concerned about being so far behind in her own studies. So let's open up your book and answer the questions. Chapter 12 questions. What happened when the children played Crack the Whip? One of the children got hurt. Everybody fell into the pond. Or Ida fell into the pond. This question I don't love. I think that there's two answers. So let's just see what is chosen. What did Miss Sedgwick tell Ida? Miss Sedgwick showed up to school and she was telling Ida about the test and how everybody had to take the test. What else did she say? I'm just going to make it out of two answers. That way that one is the most correct. She had to close the school or that she was doing a good job. Choose the best answer. I am going to go right into chapter 13 because we are good on time. If it's more than 15 minutes, I can't upload it. So that's what I mean by that. Okay, chapter 13. Okay. Ida spent the evening doing chores, grading papers, and studying. She did math problems at breakfast and recited a Longfellow poem, which means she read the poem from memory, while driving to school. Ida encouraged all the children to tell their parents about the secret school, but to keep it a secret from Mr. Jordan. Yikes. So Ida is telling all of the students to tell their parents about the school, but Mr. Jordan cannot find out. It's not good to keep secrets. The students worked on their assignments while Ida studied. After school, she rushed through her chores and studied. She studied after dinner. Ma told her she was working too hard. The next day, the sky darkened and huge hailstones hit the school. Hail is ice. They're ice chunks, so they can hurt. It's like little rocks falling from the sky. Tom wanted to bring his mule in to protect him from the hail. A mule, if you see, is like a little donkey. Ida told him to put him in the coat closet. Their classroom was warm. The children were working, and Mary was reciting a poem when Mr. Jordan burst in. Uh-oh. Mr. Jordan came to the school, and he's not supposed to know that anybody's there. He told the students that the school was closed and that they must go home. No one moved. He heard a noise from the closet and opened the door. What did he find? The mule! Braid in his face. Yikes. Not good. So quickly flip to chapter 13 questions. What did Ida What did Ida let Tom bring into school? Was it a little bike to let children ride on? Let me reread the question. Rereading the question. Why did Ida let Tom bring a mule into the school? I was way off. To let the children ride it, to keep the mule out of the hail, the storm that was happening, or to keep the mule out of the snow. Remember, hail is like rocks coming from the sky. Snow, we all know what snow is. It's cold flakes. Hail hurts, snow doesn't. Number 2, who burst in during the storm? Was it Mr. Jordan, Miss Sedgwick, or Miss Fletcher? Circle what you know. I'm going to pause this and make another one.